Sure. Did you know that the 1992 BMW 318i is part of the E36 generation, which is often praised for its balanced handling and classic BMW driving feel? It's like the reliable old friend who always shows up ready to have a good time, even if it's not the fastest thing on the road. Plus, it's got that iconic BMW kidney grille that just screams, I mean business but with style. Welcome back, Saltshaker 2006. Glad to see you return to the chaos of the racetrack. Hope you're ready to witness some epic AI car battles. Hey there, everlasting Apex. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you could join us again. Get ready for some insane AI cars racing their hearts out. Sit back and enjoy the chaos. Hey everyone, if you haven't picked your car yet, now's the time. The countdown is almost up, so make your choice quick before we dive into the racing chaos. Don't miss out on the fun. Hey there, Dynaman 4449. Welcome back to the chaos. Glad you could join us again. Sit tight and enjoy the AI cars tearing up the track. Alright, this is a classic matchup of underdog versus the more unlikely contender. The 1997 Volvo 40 might not scream speed at first glance, but those Volvos are built tough and surprisingly steady. On the other hand, the 1996 Vauxhall Vectra has a reputation for being a bit more nimble, but it can sometimes lag in handling. Given the track we're on, Lakeside Park, which favors agility and quick turns, I might lean slightly towards Everlasting Apex with the Vauxhall. But don't count out Saltshaker 2006 Volvo if it keeps its cool and doesn't get flustered. It should be an interesting race to watch. Hey there, Steve Jumper. Glad you could jump back into the race. Hope you're ready for some high-speed action today. Alright everyone, the race kicks off at Lakeside Park, and look at this. Takawati Guedo is starting on pole in a classic 1994 Volvo 850 Estate. Expect some serious estate power out front. Imus Gordon takes the early lead with a strong start. The chaotic Guardo is closing in closely behind in second place. The Hackert 2006 is holding steady in third, trying to keep the pressure on the front runners. The race is heating up already. Geogun Miracles is surging forward, crossing 3 cars, and landing in the 16th place. Dynam and 4,449 and Saltshaker 26 are locked in a fierce duel for third position. Deplorable is climbing 2 spots to secure the 6th place. Dinoman 4,449 is advancing to third place, closing in on the leaders. Pondon has gained 1 position, now in 9th. Archeroin 192 and Pondon are locked in a close fight for 9th, both pushing hard. Orangefunk and APR Dope are nose-to-tail fighting for the 14th position. Hislachindyo and Geogynu Miracles are locked in a close duel for 16th place. Anaxagorax has made a clean move to 7th place. Everlasting Apex is closely shadowing, not giving up that spot easy. They're neck and neck heading into the next corner. Pondon and Everlasting Apex are in a tight battle for 8th place. Marty Freeze is making moves up 1 spot to take 17th. Sirotimiiv is running a 1990 Subaru Legacy RS in the Group N class. They're currently quite far back in the standings, sitting in 15th place, and definitely not challenging for the lead. The race for them seems to be a test of endurance rather than speed. Everlasting Apex is driving a Vauxhall Vectra from 1996. They've secured the 5th place and clocked their fastest lap at 57.576 seconds. Their race seems steady so far with no major overtakes or issues. Asharona 192 is driving a 1998 Ford Mondeo and currently in the 9th place. They're right behind the front pack but are several seconds off the leader's pace, suggesting some room for overtaking if they find the right moment. Geogynu Miracles is advancing 1 position to settle into 15th place. Agrids 34 is also climbing 1 spot to occupy 17th position. Both are making steady progress through the field. Pondon's driving a 1998 Ford Mondeo, and he's currently in the 10th place. His fastest lap time is 57.669 seconds. So he's keeping it reasonably competitive but not setting the pace. Looks like he's holding steady but not pushing for miracles today. Dinaman 4,449 is driving a 1998 Ford Mondeo, currently in 3rd place. Their fastest lap is just a fraction behind the leaders, at 57.249 seconds, indicating consistent pace. Looks like they're holding steady but not quite close enough to challenge for the top spot yet. London is advancing to 8th position, closing the gap. Georgina Miracles climbs to 14th place, keeping the momentum. Deplorably Apple is cruising in a Volvo 850 from 1995, currently hanging on to 6th place and running a fastest lap of just over 57 seconds. Looks like they're holding steady, probably enjoying the Volvo's legendary safety in the chaos. Zolteka 226 is holding a slight lead over Everlasting Apex, but with only one lap left, it's going to be a tense finish. Some aggressive move soon. Wow, look at that. Miss Gordon just took the top spot. Guess all those practice runs paid off. Well done. Wow, congratulations to Miss Gordon for winning the race. That was an impressive display of skill. And a big shout out to Everlasting Apex for snagging the fastest lap. You've earned that 1996 Vauxhall Vectra. And Solcheka 2006. You really came through winning the bet race, and can now claim that 1997 Volvo S40. Great jobs all around, everyone. Alright folks, here's a fun fact about the Nonstop track. Did you know it's one of Sweden's oldest racing circuits, dating back to 1956? It's like a vintage wine, getting older and still kicking. And what's really cool is that despite its age, it's known for those sharp turns and quick chicanes that keep drivers on their toes. Perfect place for some unpredictable racing action. So, keep an eye out, because this track always has a few surprises up its sleeve. Hey there, Turbo Benzina. Glad to see you back in the chat. Hope you're ready for some high-speed fun, and maybe a few unexpected twists in our AI car race. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Alright everyone, if you haven't picked your car yet, now's the time to do it. Don't let your favorite sit in the garage while the race starts without you. Hurry up and choose before it's too late. Ooh, this is a classic battle of vintage racing machines. The Alfa Romeo Giulietta Z from 1961 is known for its agility and sleek design, perfect for tight corners at Nonstop Racing. On the other side, the Abarth 1000 Berlina Corsa from 1967 packs a punch with its lightweight build and spirited engine, making it a fierce contender in racing scenarios. If I had to pick who might take the win, I'd lean slightly towards the Alfa Romeo for its balanced handling and historical racing pedigree. But don't count out the Abarth. It's got that fiery Italian charm and could surprise us all. Let's see which one's got the speed and cunning to cross the finish line first. Alright everyone, the race is kicking off at Nonstop Racing. Leading the pack is the vintage 1964 Abarth 850 TC Corsa from Group 1, Bot Exception, sitting on pole. Let's see if that classic can hold off the competition. Right at the start, Exception is taking an early lead. Sputnik NZ is holding strong in second place, and Jester 133,796 is coming up tightly in third. The battle for the top spots is already shaping up nicely. Sputnik NZ is climbing up to first place, taking the lead from the back of the pack. Esteban Games has gained 2 positions, grabbing the 4th spot. Abetablog moves up 1 position, now sitting in 6th. Esteban Games is climbing up to 3rd place. Dianon 4 Thorson 449 is advancing to 9th place. Well-placed LV is moving into the 13th position. Yesterong 133,796 and Esteban Games are locked in a fierce fight for 3rd place. Turbo Benzina has just gained 1 position and now sits 7th. Steve Jumper and Theon Clayusho continue their close duel for 14th place. Esteban Games sneaks into 2nd place, climbing 1 position. Turbo Benzina is closing fast on a better bloke, chopping the gap by a full second. Turbo Benzina and a better bloke are locked in a fierce duel for 6th place. Yesterone 33,796 is climbing up to 3rd place. Amy is closing in on Exception, slicing the gap by a full second. A better bloke and Amy are locked in a close duel for 5th place. A better bloke advances to 5th place, closing the gap with the races ahead. The battle for 5th is heating up between Amy and a better bloke. Kick-Ass Lady X3 continues her charge, cutting down the distance to Turbo Benzina by over a second, making things interesting behind the leaders. Gail Clujo is driving a 1970 Abarth 1000 TCR, which is known for its agility and compact design. It looks like he's comfortably in the middle of the pack, but with no lap times listed. It's hard to tell if he's gaining or losing ground. A better bloke is closing in on Exception, chopping the gap by 1.5 seconds. Dinaman 4,449 has gained 1 position, now sitting in 7th place. Turbo Benzina and Dynoman 4,449 are nose to tail fighting hard for 7th spot. Case Tesla is driving a 1964 Alfa Romeo Giulia T I Super. They are currently in the 13th position, just ahead of the tail end. Looks like they're struggling to keep pace with the front runners. Amy is currently in 8th place with a Porsche 356C. The car's caution spotted at the back, but holding steady with a lap time of 1:29.304. Looks like she's keeping it tidy but not setting the pace today. A better bloke just overtook someone to move into 4th place. Dinoman 4,449 is also making progress, climbing up to 6th. Turbo Benzina and Amy are nose to tail, scrapping it out for 7th. The battle keeps heating up. Esteban Games is leading the race in a 1961 Alfa Romeo Giulietta SC with the fastest lap time of 1:22.955. They seem to be maintaining a consistent pace and holding the top spot with a comfortable lead. Exception is closing fast on a better bloke, trimming the gap by almost 2 seconds. They're locked in a tight fight for 4th place. Turbo Benzina finds a clear path and jumps 1 spot up to 7th, making a move through the field. Dinoman 4,449 continues his charge, gaining 1 position to sit in 5th place. Case Teflex also advances 1 spot, climbing to 11th place. The race's momentum is definitely shifting forward. Dinoman 4,449 is closing in on a better bloke with a 1.8 second gap, shrinking fast. Turbo Benzina gains 1 position and moves up to 6th place. Gail Koyosho is driving a 1970 Abarth 1000 TCR, and is currently in 14th place. The race seems tight with lots of close contenders. Looks like Sputnik NZ decided to take the checkered flag. Well done. Wow, congratulations to Bot Sputnik NZ. That was an impressive race finish. You really owned that track today. And a big shout out to Dynaman 4449 for the most overtakes. You can claim a 1968 Honda's 800 RSC in Group 1. Definitely earned it with those moves. Keep up the racing spirit, everyone. Oh, you mean the Algarve International Circuit? Fun fact is it's often called the Portuguese Grand Prix home, because it hosts the only major world racing event in Portugal recently. It's got this cool combination of stunning coastal views and challenging corners that make every lap feel like a mini adventure. Plus, the weather can be quite the unpredictable partner, so drivers need to stay on their toes, and maybe bring some luck along with their skills. Alright, folks. The clock is ticking down to that last moment to pick your vehicle. If you want to see which machine will dominate the track, make your choice now before it's too late. Don't miss out on the fun. Alright. With Adam Flash we don't have much info, so I'd probably lean towards Dynaman for 449, just because they've actually been out there racing, even if their record isn't stellar. But since they're rank 103 and haven't won a race yet, I wouldn't put all my chips on them. My money's on the dark horse here. Maybe they'll surprise us. Hey Neotexum! Glad to see you back in the chat. Hope you're as excited as I am to watch these cars zip around. Stick around. It's about to get adrenaline pumping. Alright guys, kickoff at Algarve and Botger 192 Bex is on pole, driving a 2018 Chevrolet IndyCar. Looks like it's ready to dominate the track from the start. Dre 192X takes an early lead with a strong start, followed closely by Adam Flash in second place. Dinoman 4449 is third, but already feeling the pressure from the pack behind. The chase begins. Dinoman 4449 has advanced to second place, cutting through the pack. Dylan Wolf has gained a spot to sit in the fourth position, but Lisa Shibi is right on his bumper. It's a close fight for that fourth spot, with both racers eyeing the podium. Rosaurus leaps up one spot to secure sixth place. Zolteca 2006 and Tryhard Triad continue their close duel around 15th position. Autumn Thunderbird advances 2 spots, now in 17th. Tryhard Triad is slipping back to 21st position. Zolchak Ergu Tandin 6 is gaining ground, now 15th. Zoltekart Wu, Tensa 6 and Orange Funk are neck and neck for 14th place, pushing hard. Zoltekart Wu 2006 advances 1 place to claim 14th position. Orange Funk and Saltshaker 2006 continue their close duel for 14th. Tokido Kibri and LXHALXHA are locked in a tight fight for 17th. Zoltaker 210 and 6 advances 1 position to take 13th. Orange Funk also climbs 1 spot into 14th. Tokido Kibri and LXHHA are locked in a close duel for 17th place. Adam Flash is holding a slight edge over Dynaman 4449 after starting second and third place. It's a close fight, but looks like Adam Flash might have the pace to stay ahead, unless Dynaman makes a move soon. Orange Funk is currently in 15th place using a Chevrolet IndyCar. Looks like they might be holding steady but haven't made any major moves yet. Tokido Kibre is currently in the last place, occupying 20th position. Their Honda IndyCar seems to be running with no recorded lap time, indicating possible technical issues or a missed lap. The race isn't looking too promising for them at the moment. Dionul's cruising at the top and flashing the fastest lap on lap 3. So he's probably just warming up, or enjoying the smooth ride to the finish. Zalchekart Wu Tunton 6 is in the back with the 19th place on the grid. Their lap time of 132.67 indicates decent pace, but they've got a lot of cars ahead, so it's a matter of overtaking and endurance now. Orange Funk's Chevrolet IndyCar is running in 15th position and has a slower best lap time of over a minute. Looks like they are struggling to keep up with the leaders. Two Peas in a podcast car is an early model Chevrolet Indy car. They're currently in the 21st position, showing they might be struggling with pace or overtaking. The fastest lap time suggests a slower race pace compared to leaders. Turbo Benzina is currently in the last place with a time of 1 minute, 34 seconds and 6/10. Looks like he's struggling to keep pace with the leaders. Lisa Shibi and Dejoe Wolf are neck and neck for 4th place. Turbo Benzina is chipping away at Trihar Triad's lead, now just 1.2 seconds behind. Autumn Thunderbird is currently in the 18th place, with a lap time of 1:33.249. Their Honda Indy car is running consistently but behind several racers. The race seems to be a steady grind for them so far. Driva 192 Kex is leading the race in a 2018 Chevrolet Indy car. The car is running at the fastest lap time of 1:32.024. The race seems to be going smoothly for them with a comfortable lead. Congratulations, Driva 192 2X. Looks like you're the one to beat. Well done on the win. Wow! Big congratulations to Bot Dri 192 Bex on taking home the victory. That was a fantastic race. And a shout out to Dynaman 4449 for winning the bet race. You're now the proud owner of a 2018 Chevrolet Indy car. Not to forget Saltchaker 2006. Your incredible overtaking skills earned you the same model of Indy car too. Nice work everyone. Can't wait to see who speeds to the top next time. Alright, here's a fun fact for you. The Albi track, also known as Circuit d'Albi, is actually built on the site of a former aerodrome. So if these cars suddenly decide to take off, don't say I didn't warn you. It's got some pretty tight corners and a bit of a historical twist, making it a favorite for those who love a challenge. Plus, the scenery isn't too shabby either. Hey, Puffle 315! Welcome back to the stream. Glad you could join us again. Hopefully you're ready to see these cars race like their lives depend on it. Hey everyone, if you haven't picked your car yet, now's the time before the countdown runs out. Don't want to miss out on the fun. Get those choices in so we can see which racers you'll be cheering for. Ooh, this is a classic throwback race. The Jordan 198 has a reputation for being a lively and agile car. But the Minardi M198? Well, it's known for its resilience and surprising performance. Captain Trippy's got the edge with that iconic chassis, but Naveling's Minardi could surprise us if it handles the corners just right. Honestly, I'd put my money on the Jordan for that slightly more modern tech edge, but don't count out the Minardi for a sneaky comeback. Let's see who takes the checkered flag and makes this race memorable. Alright everyone, the race is underway at Albi, and leading the pack is the bot Mr. Roche in the classic 1998 Williams FW20. Looks like he's got pole position and is ready to take this race. Let's see if he can hold on to that lead. Starting gun has fired and Mr. Roche is already leading the charge. Following closely is Sir Iron Bot, hanging on, in second place. Yaki Ramen is holding steady in third, but expect those positions to shuffle quick. Puffle 315 is making a strong move up the field, overtaking 3 cars and climbing to 11th place. Zalchakar 2006 is dropping back quite a bit, now in 18th after losing 14 spots. Xragnarox is inching forward, gaining 1 position and now sitting in 4th. Sir Ironbot is driving the Stewart SF02, which is known for its balance and agility. They are currently in second place, holding a close fight with Mr. Roche at the front. The race looks competitive with steady positions so far. Yaki Ramen is just edging past Sir Ironbot into second place. They're neck and neck, but Yakiraman's new line seems to give a slight advantage. Meanwhile, That's Salty Serena and DJ Lone Wolf are close in the midfield, swapping positions every few laps. Lambda is holding steady at the front. No surprises there. Salty Serena has gained one position and now sits in 12th place. Turbo Benzina has also advanced one spot, currently in 14th place. Turbo Benzina and DJ Lone Wolf are locked in a close fight for the 13th spot, with no clear leader yet. Gnaving advances to 15th place. Neotexome climbs to 16. Zalchakart 1006 shifts into 17. The race is heating up as these drivers make steady progress. Sirionbot is leading in a Stewart SF02, racing ahead with the fastest lap time of 19:45 Thoi. Looks like their strategy and pace are working well so far. Yakiran is driving a Williams FW20 from 1998 and is currently in 3rd place. The car's fastest lap is just a bit behind the leader, indicating they're keeping up well. Their race looks steady so far, but no major overtakes or issues to report. Testuba Kate is driving a Ferrari F300, starting from 10th place. They've set the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:10.367, but are currently in 8th place. The race looks like a battle for position with some quick laps, but still fighting to move up even further. Captain Trippy is just ahead of Navling, but Navling's only a fraction behind and closing the gap. Looks like a real last lap showdown is on the cards. Bates Whitkef is having a tough time dropping back to 17. Testuba Kite is climbing nicely into 7th. Bagatelle is also advancing now in 8th place. The fight for position is heating up as everyone tries to make a move. Lone Wolf advances 2 places to take 10. Turbo Benzina climbs 2 spots to occupy 11. Zaltakart 1006 moves up 1 position, now 15. Well, look at that, Mr. Roche. You really raced your way to the top. Congratulations on the victory. Wow! Congratulations to bot Mr. Roche for winning the race. Looks like they really dominated out there. Great job! And a big shout out to Sir Ironbot for setting the fastest lap. You've earned yourself that classic 1998 Stewart SF02. What a beauty. Turbo Benzina, you nailed the most overtakes, so you get the legendary 1998 Benetton B-Line 98. Talk about making moves. Well deserved, everyone. Sure thing. Did you know that Albert Park in Melbourne is actually a public park when there's no race? It's like the track gets a secret makeover just for racing days. Imagine going for a jog and suddenly the cars start zooming by. Talk about a wild workout. Hey everyone! The clock is ticking, so make sure to pick your favorite car before the time runs out. Don't miss out on the chance to see which machine dominates the race. Get your picks in now. Hey Naide! Welcome back to the stream. Glad you could join us again. We've got some exciting AI car races happening right now, so sit back and enjoy the show. Wow, what a matchup! We've got Dijon Wolf in a classic Maserati Bora from 1972 versus Turbo Benzina in a vintage Corvette Cone from 1959. Both cars are absolute beauty icons but very different beasts. The Maserati Bora is known for its mid-engine design and sleek handling, making it a real agile contender. Meanwhile, the Chevrolet Corvette C1 has that raw American muscle vibe, which might give it some horsepower advantage on a track like Albert Park. I'd put my chips on DJ Wolf's Maserati, because the handling and precision of a race-bred Italian car tend to shine on circuits that demand sharp turns and quick acceleration. But don't count out the Corvette. The raw power could definitely help it make up ground if the race gets a bit straight-line heavy. If I had to pick one, I'd say DJ Wolf might just have a slight edge for this one, but turbocharged guts can sometimes surprise us. So it's going to be a fun race to watch. Hey there, Deplorably Apple. Welcome back to the stream. Great to see you in the chat again. Hope you're ready for some exciting AI car races today. Sit tight and enjoy the ride. Alright folks, the race is underway at Albert Park, and look at that. Botnyarlothopninier is starting on pole with a sleek 1972 Maserati Bora. Let's see if vintage charm can beat the modern competition. Nyarlathotep98 has taken an early lead, holding the top spot. Rusnapalm Zix is chasing closely in second place, trying to catch up. Daddy Gals rounds out the top three, staying competitive right from the start. Blackbeard just swept past 3 cars and is now in 4th place. Kaboomper is climbing steadily and has moved up 2 spots to 2nd place. Darigos and Blackbeard are nose to tail, fighting hard for that 4th position. Things are heating up in the mid-pack. Christopher has gained 1 position to sit in 5th place. Darigos and Christopher are close together, fighting for 5th. Patsods has advanced 1 spot to 9th. Patsods and Junagot, the leads, are neck and neck for 8th. Estevan Games and Bjornart are side by side fighting for the 12th spot. Admuflash has gained 1 position and is now 13. Admuflash and Cirarelia are dueling intensely for the 14th position. Estevan Games has climbed 1 spot, now in the 12th position. Naiba and Velocitor 14 are nose to tail, fighting for 19th. Yama Priest is behind the wheel of a 1968 Morgan Plus 8, known for its British charm and lightweight chassis. They're currently in 11th place and seem to be holding steady without any dramatic moves so far. Christopher and Blackbeard continue their tight duel for 4th place, neither giving an inch. Meanwhile, Patsods has made a solid move up 1 spot to sit in 8th position. Yuna's Gotta leads and Patsods are locked in a close fight for 8th, matching each other's pace nicely. Christopher and Blackbeard are locking horns for 4th place. Yuna's Gotta leads and Patsods are battling hard for 8th position. Wolf is making a move, gaining 1 spot and now sitting in 10th. Christopher advances 1 spot, now in 4th place. Blackbeard and Christopher continue to duel fiercely for that same position. Yuna's Gotta leads pushes up 1 spot to 8th overall. Blackbeard advances to 4th place, climbing 1 spot. Wolf and Patsods are locked in a close duel fighting for 9th position. Bjorn Art moves up 1 place, reaching 13th. Wolf is running a 1972 Maserati Bora, starting from 15th position. The race looks competitive for them, but they haven't made significant moves yet. Patsods is driving a 1957 Ferrari 250G California, starting in 7th place. They are currently holding that position and seem to be maintaining a steady pace, with no overtakes or issues so far. Naida has just moved up 1 spot into 19th place. Velocitor 14 and Naibi are toe-to-toe for that 19th position, battling it out. Christopher and Blackbeard are nose to tail for 4th place. Bjorn Art and Ayama Priest are locked in a tight duel around 12th position. Nyalato Tepna 98 is leading in a vintage Maserati Bora from 1972. The car's smooth design and mid-engine layout likely give it strong handling. They seem to be comfortably ahead at this point. Kaboomper is now in 1st place after climbing 1 spot. Nyalato Tet 988 is right on their tail with a close battle forming. Blackbeard has also gained one position, and is now in third. The action is heating up at the front of the pack. Nyarlathotep 988. Making a move to take the lead. Joan Wolf and Junas got the leads, still neck and neck for 8th place. Yama Priest closing in on Bjorn Art, now just 1 second behind. The race tightens up in the mid-pack. Joan Wolf advances 1 position into 8th place. Esteban Games also climbs 1 spot into 10th position. Aurelia makes a 2-place jump into 12th. Race still tight, nobody relaxing just yet. Darigaz is closing in on Rusnapalm 6, cutting the gap by a full second. Aurelia has moved up 1 position to place 11. Adam Flash and Bjorn Art are locked in a fierce duel for the 13th spot. Yama Priest is piloting a 1968 Morgan plus 8, Tao Timu. They're currently in the middle of the pack, nearly 8 seconds behind the leader and fading fast with a best lap close to 2 minutes 48 seconds. Looks like they're struggling to keep pace today. Esteban Games and Juna Gottfrieds are locked in a tight duel for 9th place. Turbo Benzina is closing in on a better bloke quickly, shrinking the gap by 1.6 seconds. Bjorn Art is driving a 1970 Alfa Romeo Montreal, which is hanging around in 10th position. The car's fastest lap is 2:45.667, but it seems like they might be struggling a bit since they haven't gained any ground on the cars ahead. Congratulations on winning the race. Looks like you had the perfect day to leave everyone in the dust. Well done. Wow, what a race! Congratulations to bot Nyarlathotep 988 on that impressive win. Clearly they've got some serious skills behind the wheel. Now, for those of you still in the game, if you want to claim a car, this is your moment. Don't miss out on the chance to show everyone what you've got. Keep racing and stay tuned. Here's a fun fact for you. The Charlotte Legends oval track is famous for its incredibly tight turns and high speed. It was originally built for testing and racing small cars, but has become a favorite for thrill seekers and competitive racers alike. Some say it's like racing on a roller coaster because of the sharp corners and quick straightaways. Definitely a place where precision and guts are equally important. Hey everyone, if you haven't picked your car yet, now's the time. The clock is ticking and soon we'll be diving into some fast and furious AI racing. Make your choice before it's too late, or you'll be watching others race while you sit on the sidelines. Wow, what a matchup! It's like mixing vintage charm with modern engineering. The Porsche 911 991 Carrera S is sleek and fast, built for precision and speed on the track. Meanwhile, the 1974 Dodge Monaco has that old-school muscle car vibe. But its heavy frame and less aerodynamics might hold it back a bit. If the race was purely about raw speed and handling, I'd give the edge to Nibe in the Porsche. But never underestimate the durability and surprising agility of a classic muscle car, especially on a short oval like Charlotte Legends. So I'd say it's a close call, but my money is on Nibe and the Porsche, unless Leseshabi pulls off some unexpected magic. We'll see how the race unfolds. Alright everyone, the race is underway at Charlotte Legends Oval and look at that. Starting on pole is Bot Pumpkinofglory. In a classic 1970 Porsche 917K. Let's see if that vintage beauty can hold on to the lead. Pumpkinofglory has surged ahead to take the lead right from the start, showing impressive early pace. Samantha Pilo is currently in second place, hanging close and looking to challenge soon. Velocito 14 rounds out the top 3, keeping it tight in the initial laps. Daisy Shines just sped past 3 cars to grab 7th place. Neo Texum's being quick on the move, overtaking 4 drivers for 8th position. Turbo Benzina's on a roll, overpassing 5 cars to land in 9th. Neo Texum is on the charge, climbing into 5th place after overtaking 3 cars in a row. Daisy Shines and Velocitor 14 are locked in a fierce battle for 7th place, swapping positions occasionally. Xandor Negaga 3096 is gaining ground, moving up 2 spots to claim 11th place. Neo Texum is on a move, overtaking 3 cars and climbing up to 2nd place. Xandor Negaga 3096 has overtaken 4 cars and moved into 7th place. Pace. ARR is also making gains, passing 3 cars to settle in 14th. The race is heating up with some aggressive moves. Neo Texum just overtook for the lead. Solid move to take 1st place. Sputnik NZ is right behind, making a clean advance to 2nd position. Pumpkin of Glory also climbing up a spot into 3rd, keeping the pressure on. Samantha Pilo is chipping away at Pumpkin of Glory's lead, closing the gap by a second. Turbo Benzina has made a nice move up to 7th place, gaining a spot. Nox Exodus is reeling in Naibi quickly, narrowing the distance by over a second. Gyogi Numericals is now within striking distance of Bleachmepsi, cutting the gap down by 2.5 seconds. KCRR is making a move on Geogoi Numericals, chipping away at the gap by 1.8 seconds. We might see some changes in the top positions soon. Xandor Nega 3096 advances 1 spot and now holds 5th place days. Turbo Benzina is rapidly gaining on Daisy Chains, chipping away 2.2 seconds. Velocitor 14 is closing the distance to Salt Shaker 2006, making up 1.1 seconds. Pumpkin of Glory is chipping away at Sputnik NZ's lead, narrowing the gap by 3.5 seconds. Xandor Daga 3096 has climbed 1 spot and is now in 4th place. Daisy Shans is gaining on Samantha Pilo, closing the distance by a little over 1.5 seconds. Turbo Benzina advances 1 position to take 6th place. Zoltz Hacker 2006 is cutting into Naibi's lead, narrowing the gap by 2 seconds. Geogoi Numericals is reeling in Velocitor 14, chopping nearly 4 seconds off the distance. Congratulations to Neo Texum on winning the race. Looks like they really drove to the front. Wow, Neo Texum really pulled off an incredible triple crown today. They dominated by winning the race, setting the fastest lap, and making the most overtakes. That's a performance for the history books. Congratulations on such an outstanding achievement. As for the cars, Neotexum, you can claim the legendary 2006 McLaren MP 421, the car that defines F1 greatness. Naibe, since you won the bet race, you get to take home the sleek 2015 Porsche 911 991 Carrera S and Neotexum. Because of your impressive overtaking skills, you can also claim the same stunning F1 car, the 26 McLaren MP 421. Great job, everyone! This was a motion-packed race to remember. For this track, I would focus mostly on handling and stability. The Nashville Superspeedway infield has a mix of high-speed corners and tight turns, so a car that stays steady and responds well to steering inputs is key. Sure, raw speed is fun, but if the car can't stick to the track when it counts, no amount of horsepower will save you. It's all about balance and precision here. Alright, everyone. If you haven't picked your car yet, now's the time to do it. The countdown is almost up, so don't be that person who misses out on all the fun. Get those selections in before it's too late, and let's see which machine will dominate the race. Oh wow, this is a classic showdown. The jack of all trades, Jackson Debucks, in that vintage Eagle Mark 1 T1G, versus Mafia Mavi, with the sleek Matra MS7. Both legendary cars, but the Eagle's got that raw old-school charm, while the Matra brings some French finesse to the race. Honestly, it's a tough call because both cars have their own unique strengths. But if I had to pick, I'd lean slightly towards the Eagle, just because its design screams durability and speed on that high-speed Nashville infield. Still, don't count out the Matra. Sometimes style wins the day, especially when it's powered by AI. Alright everyone, the race is kicking off at Nashville Superspeedway infield. Our pole sitter is the classic F1 1967 car, a 1967 Ferrari 312 from the Botte Petit Numero class. Let's see if that vintage beauty can hold onto the front or if the future technology catches up. Gary 710 has shot off the line into the lead. Mafia Mavi is holding strong in second place right behind him. Yaxing Box is currently in third, trying to keep pace. The top three are shaping up nicely early on. Yaxing Box has just surged to the front, taking the lead. Thunder Niga the 3096 has followed closely, moving up to take second place. Someone is also climbing fast, now occupying third spot. The battle for second is heating up as someone and Sander Niga 3096 are neck and neck. Aminsan is on fire, moving from a lower position to take the lead, overtaking 6 cars in the process. Plati Numera is not far behind, also climbing through the ranks aggressively. Red Panda Manatee 4 is rapid as well, making a similar surge to reach the top 3. The race is heating up with a flurry of overtakes. Aminzan is rapidly catching James Mayo, chipping away at the lead by 5 seconds. Plat Numera is closing the distance to Aminzan fast, knocking off nearly 10 seconds. Meanwhile, Red Panda Manatee 4 is making up ground on Plat Numera with a 6-second gain. Zoltekert 1006 is narrowing the gap to Byward, cutting it down by almost 6 seconds. Mafia Mavi is gaining on Gesteron 133,796, shaving off 7.5 seconds. Bobardo is climbing up 1 spot and now sits in 4th place. Gishte Husky and Kingrat are nose to tail in the fight for 6th place. Someone is creeping up 1 position to claim 18th. Bleach Maps and another driver are swapping paint for 18th spot. Gishte Husky advances to 6th place, gaining 1 position. Turbo Benzina also moves up to 10th place, closing in on Saltshaker 226. Zaltakert Wu. Salensekert 1000. 6 and Turbo Benzina are neck and neck for the 10th spot, scrapping for every inch. Gishte Husky advances 1 position to 5th place. Rex and Sarah climbs 1 spot to 12th place. Whip 3 out 25 also moves up 1 position, now in 13th. The fight between Whip 3 out 25 and Rex Nezera for 12th is heating up. Both are racing closely, no one giving an inch. Gishte Husky and Bobardo are nose-to-tail fighting for 4th place. Whip 3 out 25 has gained 1 position, now in 12th. Whip 3 out 25 and Saltshaker 2006 are locked in a close contest for 11th. with 3 out 25 and Salt Shaker 2006 are nose to tail fighting hard for 11th place. Its Soror is inching up to 15th, making moves. Mafia Mavi and Sandor Nigaga 3096 are locked in a close duel for 22nd, no one giving an inch. Wow, look at Amundsen taking the victory. Impressive move. Wow, congratulations to Amundsen for winning the race. That was an incredible drive. You really showed those bots how it's done. And a special shout out to Turbo Benzina for setting the fastest lap. You can claim that awesome 1967 BRMP 83 from F1N. Looks like someone's got a new shiny toy to take for a spin. If I had to pick one of these cars, I would say 1958 Maserati 250F has a good shot at winning. It's a classic racing machine with a solid power-to-weight ratio and a lot of racing pedigree. The others are great too, but might struggle with the tight corners and elevation changes of Laguna Seca, where agility and handling are key. The Ferrari and the Maserati definitely have the glamour, but the Maserati's pure racing experience could give it that little edge. Alright everyone, the clock is ticking down. If you haven't chosen your car yet, now's the time to get it done. Don't make me start picking for you because trust me, I have no idea what I'm doing either. Hurry up and get those selections in before the race begins, or you might end up stuck with the worst car on the grid. Oh, this is a classic showdown right here. The Kuzma Offi is a vintage race car with a lot of raw power. But the Ferrari 375 Indy has that legendary Italian flair and finesse. If it comes down to pure speed in a straight line, the Kuzma might have an edge, but the Ferrari's handling and balance on those curves at Laguna Seca could give it the advantage. Honestly, I'd bet the Ferrari might outmaneuver the Kuzma Offi in the tricky parts of the track. But hey, with AI driving you never know. Sometimes chaos is the real winner. So my name's on both the old guy's Ferrari, but I wouldn't be surprised if I and Crosso wouldn't cross pulls off a surprise. Let's see how this plays out. Alright folks, the race just kicked off at Laguna Seca Vintage. Leading the pack in classic style is Bot Crystal 33. Zooming ahead on pole in a 1952 Ferrari 375 Indy. Buckle up, it's about to get interesting. Wrestling 567 has shot into the lead right from the start, grabbing the first place. Crystal 33D is hot on their heels, holding the second position. Simpla Markers is trailing just behind in third place, keeping the pressure on the top two. Crystal 33 has just overtaken to claim the lead. Simpla Markers and Wrestling 567 are nose to tail for second place. Zadamoji Jamis is making a strong push, climbing 2 positions to sit in 6th. Filthy Old Guy is narrowing the gap to Tokido Kabri by 1/4 seconds, making the race a little more interesting. Shoto Todoroki 39 and Captain Trippy are nose-to-nose for the 17th position, keeping it tight. HP Lootcraft is making a move up 1 place to occupy the 20th spot, climbing through the pack. Wayne the Train surges ahead, overtaking 5 cars to climb into 8th place. X-Basic Switch is also making a move, passing 5 cars to move into 11th position. Iron Crystal Wooden Cross is having a tough time, and drops back 13 spots into 23rd place. Autoliar Torius advances to 8th place, closing in on the top half. Waffling Godders moves into 9th, staying close behind. Tokido Kibre climbs 2 spots to 10th, making a solid push through the midfield. Simplamakers and Crystal 33 are neck and neck for first place. Autoliatorius and Tukins Flora are locked in a close duel for 7. Violetta Mama is climbing 1 spot to 15. Simpla Markers has taken the lead and is now in first place. Wrestling 567 is gaining on Cheryl Ninzirosis, decreasing the gap by 1 second. Autoliatorius has moved up to 7th place. Tukins Flora is dropping back quite a bit, now in 21st place. Zada Mojijamis continues to climb, now in 5th, after gaining 1 position. Autoliatorius is also moving forward, now in 6th after their latest gain. Iron Crystal Wooden Cross is surging forward, overtaking 3 cars to reach 16th place. Venona 1857 is falling behind, dropping 7 spots to 19th place. Shoto Todoroki 39 is climbing up nicely, gaining 2 positions to 12th place. Mission Man is advancing to 2nd place. Cherung Nezarus climbs into 3rd position. Autoliatorius jumps 2 spots, now in 4th. The race is heating up. Venon in 1857 is on a charge, moving up 12 spots to claim 7th place. Crystal 33 is having a tough time, dropping 9 spots to 16. Silhouette is also struggling, falling 7 places to 18. squat bender is tearing through the field, climbing to 14th position after overtaking 3 cars. Vanona 1857 is having a rough patch and has slipped 12 spots down to 19. Cheryl Mitsirosis is charging hard and is now closing in on Mission Man, narrowing the gap by 2.6 seconds. Cool Mitsirosis is narrowing the gap to Mission Man by 140 seconds, looking for a move soon. Wrestling 567 is cutting down the distance to Otto Laertorius by 1.2 seconds, gearing up for a duel. Iron Chris Cross gains 1 spot, and is now in 10th place, climbing up nicely. Nice job, Mission Man. Looks like all those laps paid off. Who knew you could conquer Laguna Seca Vintage? Wow! Congratulations to Bot Mission Man on winning the race. That was an impressive drive for sure. And hey! Big shout out to Turbo Benzina for racking up the most overtakes. You've earned yourself a 1960 Scarab Indy. A classic indeed. Looks like it's time to add some vintage flair to your garage. Here's a fun fact about the 2016 Hyundai Elantra. It was one of the most fuel-efficient cars in its class at the time, making it perfect for those long chill drives. Plus, it had a surprisingly sleek design that made it stand out from the typical family sedan look. Definitely a practical choice with a bit of style. Hey everyone, if you haven't picked your car yet, now's the time. The countdown is almost up, so make sure to lock in your choice before it's too late. Don't want to miss out on your dream ride, do you? Hurry up and get those selections in. Oh, this is a fun matchup. Arlo Coast in that Honda Civic Type R is likely to be the more agile and quick through the twists and turns. Those Civics are surprisingly nimble in tight spots. On the other hand, Kick-Ass Lady X3 with the Maserati Alfieri might have some raw power on its side, but that car can be a bit of a handful on a reverse layout, like Indianapolis. Honestly, I'd give the edge to Arlo Coast for better maneuverability, but don't count out the Maserati if it manages to use its strength over the length of the track. It's going to be a close one, so stay tuned. Alright everyone, the race kicks off at the Indianapolis Indy reverse track with a slowpoke in the lead. TD Deplorable is up front, piloting a 2013 Scion FRS. Let's see if speed or strategy wins today. Deplorably Apple has shot out ahead right from the start, grabbing the lead. Testubakaitia is holding a solid second position, looking to challenge soon. Someone is currently in third, trying to keep pace with the front runners. Adenat 44 is zooming past 4 cars, claiming second place. Cap Holster climbs 1 spot into third place. Testubake and Cap Holster are neck and neck for the third position. Giogi Numericals is firmly on the rise, now in 8th place after overtaking 3 cars in a row. Arlo Coast continues their climb, also moving up 3 spots to settle into 10th place. Meanwhile, another driver has gained a position, moving into 4th place and climbing the ranks. Neotexum is climbing to 6th place. Geogun Numericals is also advancing, now in 7th position. Dr. Felix is pushing forward into 8th spot. Neotexum has gained 1 position and is now in 5th place. The battle for 4th place is heating up between Neotexum and another racer. Blackbeard has also improved their position, now in 10th place. Neotexum advances to 4th place. Our Low-Cost and Dr. Felix are nose-to-nose for 8th. Samantha Pilo climbs up to 11th position. Cap Holster is slicing into Adenat 44's lead, closing the gap by 1.7 seconds. There's a fierce fight for 2nd place between them. Nexa Romaval is gaining ground, moving up 1 spot to claim P13. Kickass Lady X3 is slicing through the field, now in 9th place after overtaking 3 cars. Mr. Roche is making some serious gains, also moving up 3 positions to 15. Meanwhile, Neotexum continues to climb, moving up 2 spots into 2nd. The battle for the top spots is definitely heating up. Cap Holster and someone are locked in a fierce fight for 4th place. Our Low-Cost is on the move, climbing 1 spot to 7. Kickass Lady X3 is closing rapidly on Geogina Miracles, chopping down the gap by 2.8 seconds. Kickass Lady X3 just made a clean move past 3 cars, and is now in 5th place. Neotexum continues to lead the race comfortably at the front. Amy and Kickass Lady X3 are close together in 5th and 6th places, battling hard for that position. Kickass Lady X3 is climbing to 4th place. Amy is catching up to take 5th. Geogina Miracles is advancing to 8th. The race is heating up. Kickass Lady X3 is closing in on Adenat 44, shrinking the gap by 2.4 seconds, so we might see a move soon. Geogina Miracles and another driver are locked in a fierce duel for 7th place, with little to separate them. Meanwhile, our Low-Cost is applying pressure on Geogina Miracles for 8th, both drivers staying within striking distance. Our Low-Cost is making a strong push, overtaking 4 cars to reach 5th place. Turbo Benzina is also on the rise, passing 3 vehicles to settle into 8th place. Kickass Lady X3 is climbing 1 spot to take 3rd. Amy is currently in 8th place, driving a 2011 Infiniti G37 Coupe L. Their fastest lap is 1:57.366, so they are holding steady but not gaining much ground. The race seems to be quite competitive for them. Kickass Lady X3 is closing the gap to Neotexum by 1.2 seconds. Amy is also making a move, closing in on Deplorable Apple by 1.2 seconds. Turbo Benzina has gained 2 spots, now sitting in 6th place. Kickass Lady X3 is chopping down the gap to Neotexum by 2.4 seconds. Might actually see her soon. Amy is closing on Deplorable Apple fast, slicing the lead by 2 seconds. Keep an eye on that duel. Mr. Roche and Dr. Felix are neck and neck for the 12th place. No clear leader yet in that scrap. Our Low-Cost advances to 4th place. making a nice move up the pack. Someone's closing in on Geogina Miracles, shaving 1.1 seconds off their gap. Mr. Roche climbs to 12th position, inching closer to the front runners. Turbo Benzina is narrowing the gap to Amy, now just over 3 seconds behind. Geogina Miracles and Cap Holster are battling fiercely for 8th place, neck and neck. Blackbeard is making a move, chipping away at the distance by approximately 1.6 seconds, and gaining ground. Congratulations to Neo Texum on winning the race. Clearly they know how to speed past the competition. Well done. Wow, Neo Texum took the victory. Congratulations on driving away with the win. That was an incredible race. And for everyone else, if you're feeling lucky and want to claim your car, now's the time. Don't miss out on this chance to drive like a champion. Who's feeling confident? Alright everyone, here's a fun fact about the 2010 Opel Corsa S2000. It's actually a rally car that was built for the World Rally Championship back in the day. It might look pretty small and sporty, but don't be fooled, it's packed with enough power to make a lot of bigger cars jealous. Plus it's known for its nimbleness and tricky handling on twisty rally stages, which makes watching it race all the more entertaining. Alright everyone, you better make your final picks now before the countdown runs out. If you want to see your favorite car in the race, this is your last chance to shout it out. Don't regret missing out on the action. We're about to get this race started. Looking at the cars and the drivers, I have to say this is quite the matchup. Deplorably Apple's 2010 Peugeot RCZ race car has a sporty edge, especially on a track like Autodromo Oscar Galvez. Vintage, where handling and agility matter a lot. Meanwhile, Dave Magnussen, with the 2000 Audi A4 B5, is more of a classic sedan. Probably reliable but not exactly built for speed in tight corners. I'd give the slight edge to Deplorable Apple because that Peugeot's design leans more towards racing, and it should handle those vintage turns better. Still, anything can happen in AI racing. So let's find out. Alright everyone. The race is off at the Autodromo Oscar Galvez vintage track, and leading the pack right now is the TCA class car, a 2018 BMW 125 IM Sport. Looks like it's got a good start, so let's see if it can hold on to that pole position. Turbo Cena is taking an early lead from the start line. The Alchaka 216 has already made a move and is holding strong in second place. Shikamaru is maintaining third position, trying to keep up with the front runners. Dave M. advances 2 positions up to 4th place. Girl of Diamond and Fregout are locked in a close duel for 10th. Eska 6 Wits gains 1 spot to 13th. The battle for 12th between ZZX6 Vichix and Asanoni remains intense. Dave Magnussen has gained 1 position, moving into 3rd place. Testubakati also moved up 1 spot into 6th and is now closing in on the pack. Testubakati and Dongazon 3 are battling closely for 5th, with a slim gap between them. Magnussen advances to 2nd place. Shikamaru and Saltshaker 2006 are locked in a close fight for 3rd. Testubakati climbs up to 5th position. Skeksis Beau Prix is making a strong push, climbing 3 positions to take 10th place. Elicitone 95 continues to advance, moving up 1 spot into 8th. Telescope Bime is climbing 2 positions to settle into 13th. Girl of Diamond is battling in a seat 110s from 2008. Looks like steady progress, holding the 12th spot but not making much noise up front. Keikomaru and Soulchecker 2006 are locked in a close duel for 3rd place. Waifuana has gained 1 position, now sitting in 6th place. Donggutsung 3 and Wei Fuan are also battling closely for 6th spot, just a few car lengths apart. Elicitone 1095 is climbing 1 spot to settle in 7th place. Skeksis Beau Prix and Deplorable continue their close duel for the 9th place. 8th Basic Switch advances 2 positions to 12th. Deplorable gains 1 spot, moving into the 8th position and tightening the battle for that position with Dongers on 3. X Basic Switch advances up 1 place to start closing in on the top 10. Skeksis Beau Prix has gained a position moving into 8th place, closing the gap with Deplorably Apple, who is just behind. Akanonic continues climbing from in 17th to 16th, and is eyeing the top 15. Skeksis Beau Prix is dropping down to 15th place. Lifeone is climbing to 5th place, and Dongers on Free is up to 8th. Things are shifting quickly on the track. Zoltakart 26 is closing the gap on Dave Magnussen by 1.7 seconds. That's some aggressive push. Fraggu climbs 1 spot into 11th place. Telescope Baima also advances 1 spot, now sitting in 13th. Chekomaru is currently in 4th place, driving a 2014 BMW M235. iRacing, their fastest lap so far is 2:17.72, showing consistent pace and staying close to the leaders. Dave Magnussen is chipping away at Turbo Benzina's lead, closing in by about 1 second. Deplorable and Dongers on 3 are nose to tail for 8th place, definitely keeping things interesting. Deplorable and Dongers on 3 are neck and neck in 8th place. X66 and Deplorable continue their close fight for 9th. Akanona and Beliscope Bime are swapping positions fiercely for 13th. Shikamaru is whittling down Soulchecker 26 lead by 1.2 seconds. A6 Vichix has climbed 2 places to take 8. Girl of Diamond and Fraggled are locked in a close fight for 11th place. Elititone 1095 is gaining on Testuke Cage, with a 2nd and a 10th of a second improvement. Donutson 3 is narrowing the gap to X Basic Switch X by the same margin. Skeksis Beau Prix is closing in on Akanone slightly faster, reducing the distance by 1.2 seconds. Congratulations, Turbo Benzina. Looks like you really turbocharged your way to victory. Well deserved. Congratulations to Turbo Benzina on winning the race. That was an incredible performance. You really showed those cars what you're made of. And shout out to Dave Magnussen for winning the bet race, as well as performing the most overtakes. You've earned yourself some pretty sweet rides today. The 2018 BMW 125 IM Sport is yours for the taking, along with the 2000 Audi A4 B5. Great job to both of you. Alright folks, here's a fun fact about the 1988 De Tomaso Pantera GT5S. This car was basically the Italian response to American muscle with a touch of European flair. It packs a V8 engine that roars like a lion, but looks like it just rolled out of a design museum. And get this, the GT5S was pretty rare, so if you manage to find one, you're basically driving a piece of automotive history that's as stylish as it is punchy. Keep your eyes peeled for it. They don't come around often. Alright everyone, hurry up and pick your favorite car before the timer runs out. We don't want to miss out on the chaos. Get those selections in now. Wow, this is quite the throwback race. On one side, we have Deplorably Apple with a 1994 Ferrari 512 TR, a classic real-world supercar that's known for its speed and style back in the day. On the other side, Dongerzon 3 with a Venturi 260 LM, which is a pretty rare French beast that's less about outright fame and more about niche racing pedigree. Considering the Ferrari's reputation for performance and agility, I'd say Deplorable Apple has the edge in raw speed. But the Venturi is lightweight and nimble, which could make things interesting around Valencia's twists and turns. If I were betting my virtual chips, I'd lean toward Deplorable Apple, just because that Ferrari was built for speed and looks like it can handle the curves. Still, stranger things have happened in AI racing. Hey Kazishuk, welcome back to the stream. Glad to see you return. Hope you enjoy the race chaos today. Alright everyone, the race is underway at Valencia Street Circuit. Leading the pack at the moment is Bot Coefo in a classic 1990 Nissan Skyline GT R32 R32. This car is a true legend from the 90s, and it's showing off some serious attitude off the line. Let's see if it can hold on to that pole position. Kufo has just taken the lead right from the start. Atelier Torres is in second, trying to keep up with a strong push. Husky Hog has settled into third, holding steady early on. The pack is bunched up behind them, ready to see some action. Atelier Torres just overtook and is now in the lead. Kufo is hanging on close behind, trying to find an opening. Dongerzon has made his way up to 6th and is closing in on Deplorable Apple, who is just ahead. The battle for Pone remains intense, with Atelier Torres trying to hold off Kufo. Dongerzon the 3 and Deplorable Apple are pushing hard for their positions. Kufo has just surged to the front, grabbing the lead with a pretty slick move. Excepcion is climbing up to 6th place, inching closer to the top tier. Bunnies of Doom is also making progress, now sitting in 8th. The race is heating up with some solid gains. Atelier Torres has taken the lead, and is now in 1st place. Deplorable Apple has gained 1 position, moving into 4th. Husky Hog and Deplorable Apple are nose to tail, battling hard for 3rd place. Bunny's of Doom is closing the gap to Ixi Pexian by 1.2 seconds. Looks like a battle is brewing. Testuba Kaichi is climbing one spot to 11th place, making moves. Kilo Julieta and Turbo Benzina are locked in a tight fight for 12th place. No room for mistakes. Kilo Juliet Delta is climbing fast, snatching up 4 cars to reach 9th place. Testuba Kite and Yes 996 are going wheel to wheel for 11th, keeping it lively. Husky Hog is applying pressure on Quifo, closing the gap rapidly. Testuba Kite and Yes 996 are trading positions every lap, keeping it intense at 11th. Zoltakat 1006 and Mafia Mavi are nose to tail for the 15th spot. No room for error there. Exception advances to 5th place. Kilo Juliet Delta climbs to 8th position. Testuba Kite Yi makes a 2-spot jump up to 10th. The race heats up nicely. Testuba Kite and Donners on 3 are locked in a fierce fight for 9th place. Turbo Benzina has gained 1 position and is now 11th. Dr. Monkey 13 is closing the gap on Yes 996, shrinking it by over a second to make the race more interesting. Double Apple sits comfortably in 4th with potential to hold position, unless Dongers on 3 pulls off something impressive to catch up. Dongers on 3rd currently 6 places behind, so it's a tough gap but not impossible. Excepcion and Deplorable People are neck and neck for 4th place. Kilo Juliet Delta is making a move up the field, now in 7th after overtaking another car. Bunnies of Doom and Kilo Juliet Delta are pushing close for 7th, trading positions in what looks like a lively duel. Husky Hog is gaining ground and has just moved into 2nd place. Kufo and Husky Hog are now locked in a close battle for 2nd position. Exception is also making progress, climbing up to 4th place. Deplorable Apple is climbing 1 spot to take 4th place. Excepcion and Deplorable Apple are locked in a close duel for that position. Dr. Monkey 13 is also making progress, moving up to 13th place. Congratulations on your win. Looks like you're the fastest otter on the track today. Well done. Wow! Congratulations to Bot Utterly Artorias. You truly dominated that race, showing some impressive skills out there. Well done. And a big shout out to Deplorably Apple for winning the bet race. You're entitled to claim that sleek 1994 Ferrari 512T. Nice choice. That's definitely a car that turns heads. Keep racing smart, everyone, and stay tuned for more excitement ahead. Did you know that in the 1980s, supercars racing class, cars were often designed with super wide tires and giant wings just to look cool and boost downforce? It was basically a race to see who could make their car look the most aggressive, while also making it go really fast. And of course, some of those cars had engines so powerful they could shake the ground like thunder. It's like they took street cars, added a bit of mad science, and called it racing. Hey everyone, the clock is ticking. Make sure you pick your favorite car before it's too late. We don't want any of you to miss out on racing glory. Get those selections in and let's see which one takes the crown. Wow, this is a pretty interesting matchup. On one side we have Jebu Ogi, with a classic Ferrari 280 GTO from 1984. That car is legendary for its speed and agility, especially on a track like Misano. On the other side, Lazy Towner is rocking a 1987 Buick GNX, which is known for being a powerful muscle car, but perhaps not quite as nimble on a tight racing circuit. Given the strengths of the Ferrari, especially in a racing environment, I'd say Jebuogi's chances are pretty good. The Ferrari's lightweight design and aerodynamic shape give it an edge on corners and straightaways. The Buick's bulk might slow it down a bit around those twists and turns. Of course, anything can happen in AI racing, but I think Jebuogi has the upper hand here. Let's see if the classic Italian speedster can pull through. Alright everyone, the race is underway at Misano World Circuit. And look at this! Bob Weifuan is starting on pole in a classic 1983 Porsche 911 930 Turbo. Buckle up because this is gonna be a nostalgic showdown. Weifuan has an early lead, grabbing the first place. Jordan F is right behind in second, holding a strong position. Shikamaru slots into third, keeping close contact with the top two. Shikamaru has surged ahead to take the lead at the front. Jordan F and Weifuan are locked in a fierce close fight for second place. Starbix has gained one position to sit comfortably in fourth. Jordan F is bumping up to second place, closing in on the leader. Starbix is also making a move forward into third. Steve Jumper has gained one spot and now sits in sixth, keeps the pressure on from behind. Jay Boogie makes a neat move up one spot into sixth place. Steve Jumper and Jay Boogie are now nose to tail, battling for that sixth position. Turbo Benzina advances two spots and is now in eighth. The fight for position heats up at the back of the field. Oxlo Fei is making a bold push, climbing 3 positions to 22nd place. Jay Boogie just snatched one spot forward into 5th. Steady progress. Turbo Benzina is inching closer to Steve Jumper, closing the gap by nearly 2 seconds. Attention to those times. Turbo Benzina is climbing into 7th place and seems to be making that move look easy. Iconic Odd advances into 11th, just sneaking into the points. Quiz 44 pushes forward to 14th with a solid gain of 2 spots. Jay Boogie and Weifuan are locked in a fierce contest for 4th position. Teshdubakite is making a move up to 8th place. Zalchaka 2006 continues to climb, now settling into 15th. Jay Boogie is now in 4th place, closing in on the top 3. Steve Jumper has gained one position and is now in 8th. Iconic Odd also moves up one spot into 10th. The race is heating up with some quick progress. Turbo Benzina and Kazishuk are nose to tail for 6th place. G Cheeseman 33 has gained one position and is now 17th. Alex Shell also moved up one spot to 19th. Alex IX Natui and the Lightning Thief are battling closely for 18th. Eyes on that fight. Turbo Benzina is climbing nicely into the 5th place, showing some solid pace. Iconic Odd advances to 9th place, inching forward. The race between Iconic Odd and Steve Jumper for 8th place is heating up now, both pushing hard to gain the edge. Turbo Benzina is sneaking into 4th place. Yichi Swissman 33 is slicing the gap to Nulavi by 2.5 seconds, so expect some action soon. Jabuagi is advancing one position to claim 4th place. Iconic Odd also moves up one spot, now in 8th. Steve Jumper and Iconic Odd are locked in a close contest for 8th place. Wilderino is now within striking distance of Steve Jumper, closing the gap by 1.2 seconds. Lotusos has climbed one spot to secure the 14th position. Meanwhile, JT Swishman 33 also moved up one place, now sitting in the 16th spot. Katsishuk advances one position to 6th. Waifuana and Kazashuk are closely matched for that spot. Quiz 44 climbs one place to 11. Waifuana has gained one position, now in 6th place. Iconic Odd is narrowing the distance to Kazashuk by 1.4 seconds, showing some aggressive pacing. Awudreino has moved up one spot, currently 9th. Iconic Odd is making a move up the field and now sits in 7th place. Katsishuk and Iconic Odd are locked in a fierce duel for 7th position. Trading places, maybe? Quiz 44 has gained a spot, and is now in 10th place, closing in on the pack. Congratulations to Shikamaru on winning at Misano World Circuit. Clearly, the race was not even close. Well done. Wow, Bot Shikamaru did an amazing job. Congratulations on winning the race. That was a fantastic performance. And hey, all the drivers up for claiming a car, make sure to step up quickly. This is your chance to grab that shiny new vehicle. Keep racing, everyone. Sure. Did you know that the Retro GT 500 class is inspired by classic muscle cars from the 1960s and 70s? It's like watching a bunch of vintage beasts clash on the track but with a modern twist. They combine old-school style with high-tech engineering, making every race here feel like a nostalgic throwback, only faster and more furious. Alright everyone, the clock is ticking. If you haven't picked your car yet, now's the time to make that choice before the countdown ends. Don't miss out on the chance to see your favorite ride take on the track. Wow, this is quite the matchup. Kilo Juliet Delta, with a 1999 Corvette ZR1, has that raw power and American muscle on their side, especially on a track like Tsukuba, where speed and handling can decide everything. Meanwhile, Samantha Pilo's 1996 Toyota Sard MC8R might be a little underdog here. But don't underestimate that Toyota's agility for a race that can favor nimbleness over outright top speed. Honestly, I'd put my chips on the Corvette just because of its higher horsepower. But the game here is unpredictable with AI driving. If the Toyota can leverage its cornering and finesse, we might see it surprise us all. Either way, it's going to be an interesting race. Alright folks, the Retro GT 500 car DSI Puffle 315 has the pole position in this race at Tsukuba, driving a classic 1995 Honda SX G2 LM. Things are about to get interesting. Kilo Juliet Delta has shot off the line to take an early lead. Puffle Puffle 315 is holding strong in second place, staying close behind. Neo Texome is settled comfortably in third, but expect that gap to close soon. Turbo Benzina just made a bold move, overtaking 3 cars to grab third place. Neo Texome and Turbo Benzina are raced neck and neck for that third position now. Meanwhile, Salzschakert 2006 is climbing steadily, advancing 1 spot to take 6th. The race is heating up with some close battles. Pace CRR is racing a 1990 Mercedes 190e Evo 2. They're currently in the 15th spot, just hanging around. No major moves yet, but there's room to pump up the pace. Kilo Juliet Delta is running a 1999 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 in Retro GT 500 class. They started second and are holding the lead, but the race looks tight behind them with plenty of overtakes to come. Scrooge Champ advances one spot, now sitting in 12th place. The fight for 11th is heating up with Scrooge Champ and Silhouette nose to nose. Meanwhile, Catgirl TM and PCAR are locked in a tight duel for 14th. Scrooge Champ is in a 1996 Opel Calibra DTM, and they're currently in the 15th position. They've posted a fastest lap of 1 minute, 2 seconds, and 75 milliseconds. Looks like they're making steady progress but still fighting to move up. Neotexum is driving a 1998 Porsche 911 GT2 in the Retro GT 500 class Datoi. They're currently in 4th place and have the fastest lap time of 58.651 seconds, showing they're quick, but still chasing those ahead. Trump has advanced to 11th place, just one behind the top 10, while Catgirl TM is making a move to 12th place, climbing 2 spots in the process. Lockdown 7 is dropping like a stone back to 15th. Meanwhile, Tales of Strili is climbing steadily into the top 10 at 9th place. Scrooge Champ is also advancing, now occupying 10th position just ahead of them. Neotexum is in 4th place driving a 1998 Porsche 911 GT2. Their fastest lap is close to the leaders, so they're hanging in there with some good pace. Scrooge Champ is climbing nicely, now in 8th place. Catgirl TM and Silhouette are nose to tail for 11th. This is getting close. Darigaus has gained 1 position to occupy 8th place. Tales of Strili also moves up 1 spot to 9th. The battle for position is heating up. Scrooge Champ is running a 1996 Opel Calibra DTM and currently in the 8th position. Their fastest lap is 1 minute, 1 second, and 401 milliseconds. Looks like they are having an okay race, but definitely need to pick up the pace to make some moves. Tales of Strili is closing in on Darigaus, shrinking the gap by a full second. Catgirl TM and Silhouette are locked in a close fight for 11th place. Catgirl TM is driving a 1996 Alfa Romeo 155 High V6 in DTM Class J. They're currently in the 12th place with a best lap of 12.113, slightly behind their teammate Lin Lila. Looks like a steady but not explosive run so far. Wow, Kilo Giulietta, you really sprinted to victory. Nice work! Wow! Congratulations to bot Kilo Juliet Delta for taking the win. That was an impressive race. And hats off to Turbo Benzina for both the fastest lap and the most overtakes. Looks like you're earning yourself some pretty sweet rides today. Who's going to claim that 1995 McLaren F1 GTR? Seems like Turbo Benzina is definitely in the running. If I had to pick one of these cars, I would go with the 2018 Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint. It has a great blend of agility and power, perfect for the tight corners and lengthy straights of the Macau Ghia circuit. Plus, Ferrari's racing pedigree makes it a candidate to handle those challenging grading hills and narrow sections with style. But honestly, any of these could surprise us given the adrenaline and chaos of racing. Alright everyone, you better hurry if you want to pick your favorite car. The clock is ticking, and soon we'll be stuck with whatever the AI has chosen for us. Make your decision quick before it's too late. Oh wow, we've got quite the matchup here. The 2009 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG is a classic with a lot of raw power and a little bit of that vintage charm. It's like bringing a sword to a gunfight but make it stylish. On the other hand, the 2015 Jaguar F-Type GT3 is newer, likely more agile, and built for speed with some modern tricks up its sleeve. Honestly, the Jaguar might have the edge in handling and responsiveness, especially on a tight and tricky circuit like Macau Ghia. But don't count out the Mercedes just yet. Its straight-line speed might give it an advantage on the straights if it can find the right line. If I had to pick a favorite based purely on what cars they're driving, I'd lean towards Epic Sugar and the Jaguar. But it's racing, so anything can happen, especially when it's AI driving. This is getting interesting. Alright everyone, we're kicking off the race at the Macau track, and leading the pack is Badazi 2002 with the 2010 Jaguar XKR GT3. Looks like it's ready to make a statement right from the start. Let's see if it can hold on to that pole position. Aussie 2022 has launched into the lead right out of the gate, followed by Nukem Buckham in second, and Saltchaker 2006, holding on to third place. The pack is already spreading out as they head down the first straight. Katsumagil is climbing fast, overtaking 3 cars to reach 16th place. Saltchaker 2006 and Nukem Buckham are locked in a close fight for second position. Testuakite gains 1 spot, moving up to 6th. Turbo Benzina sneaks into 8th place, now closing the gap with Epic Sugar. The two are really ducking it out for that position. Just Janet advances to the 19th spot, making a bit of progress in the back. Katsuma Girl and Iron Crosso Wooden Cross are locked in a fierce fight for 15th place. Just Janet has nudged into 17th, advancing 1 spot. Beef Sliders is also climbing up, grabbing the 18th spot and leaving P19 behind. Katsuma Girl is climbing up to 15th place. And Just Janet is shaving off 1.1 seconds and getting closer to Iron Cross or Wooden Cross. Kakrishka is driving a 2014 BMW M235 iRacing Datavolent, currently holding the 14th place. It looks like they've managed to stay consistent, but haven't quite broken into the top ranks yet. The GT3 cars are handling the twists and turns at Macau with precision, but fighting for space is tough. TCA contenders are more varied in performance, and possibly more error-prone on this tricky street circuit. Krishk is racing a 2014 BMW M235 iRacing, which is holding steady in the 14th place. Looks like they're not making dramatic moves, but staying consistent so far. Orange Funk is currently in 5th place behind 2 Mercedes-Benz SLSAN, including Saltchaker 2006 ahead. Their car from 2009 seems steady, but not quite quick enough to challenge the top runners yet. The race is probably getting competitive up front. Katsumagirl and Krikeg are nose-to-tail battling for 14th place. Beef Sliders and Rana Rampage are locked in a hot duel for 18th place. Kanigirl advances to 14th position. Justanet climbs to 16th spot. Beef Sliders moves up to 18th place. The race is heating up with small but steady gains. Just Janet is gaining on Kryeshki, cutting the distance significantly. Beef Sliders is eyeing Iron Crossor Wooden Cross, closing in steadily. The race is heating up at the moment. Katsuma Girl is currently in 19th place, just ahead of the last few. She's driving a 2010 Seat Leon TDI, which suggests she's relying on fuel economy and steady lap times, rather than outright speed. Her race looks like a grind to gain position so far. Turbo Benzina is driving a 2010 Alfa Romeo 8C GT3. They are currently in 8th place, maintaining the same position as at the start. Their race seems steady, but there's plenty of room for overtaking ahead. Kakrich is rapidly gaining on Kazuma Girl, cutting the gap to less than 2 seconds now. Joey Pastrami has narrowed the distance to Ronner and Page by over 1.5 seconds, making things interesting at the back. Kirschke is racing a 2014 BMW M235 iRacing. It looks like they haven't set a lap time yet, and might be lagging behind in the pack. James Smith is racing in a 2000 Audi A4 B5, and currently sits in middle of the pack. Their lap time suggests they're lagging behind, likely struggling to keep pace with the leaders. Drelitzko is racing a 2019 Ford Focus ST, and is currently in 12th place. The race for them looks quite challenging with a lap time of over 2 minutes 51 seconds, indicating they are struggling to keep pace with the leaders. Justanev is closing the gap on Kreshki by 2/32 seconds. Meanwhile, Iron Crossour Woodencross is catching up to Just Shane TV by 1.2 seconds. Things are getting tight at the front. Roniram Paj is driving a 2004 Opel Corsa 1600, which isn't exactly a speed demon. They're currently in the 18th place, slowly falling behind with a lap time around 2:58.5. Looks like a slow and steady race for them so far. Kaiosify is driving a 2011 Fiat Punto Abarth, aiming for that tiny European pocket rocket vibe. They are currently in the 20th position, fighting to catch up with other drivers but still trailing behind the pack. Congratulations on winning the race. Looks like all that practice paid off. Well done. Wow! But Aussie Weep too. Kanto Xianglao Siwa. Great job! You totally crushed it out there. And for all the drivers still vying for a shiny new car, remember, you've got a shot to claim one. Keep racing hard and maybe next time it'll be your turn to celebrate. Alright everyone, it looks like we need to take a quick break for some stream maintenance. Don't go anywhere though, because we'll be back in just a few minutes to watch these crazy AI cars battle it out again. Grab a snack, stretch those legs, and I'll see you very soon.